I'm just going to show some of the tools that I use. These are my knives for cutting. This probably one is the most important one. It's the hunky toe, and it's what you cut your first line with. And after that, then you have your other tools that will cut. Um, I will do a small little demonstration, maybe with a circle or something, but this one will be the one that you will come back and add to after using this one. Then I kind of have my clearing tool, which is big. You will see you have your U, then that might take away some of the lines as well. And also you have your V. And for some of that, I would use a lot for making lines because, as you know, I make a lot of lines. Then I have these very small ones. It's like 1 millimeter of a angle on it, and that I use again to make very fine lines. They're actually quite good. I bought them separately. They didn't come in a box. And they're actually good, and they keep their sharpness as well. This would be a big chisel that I purchased. Now there is a big part of is keeping them sharp, and I have a stone that I bought when I was in Japan. I actually forgot to add it to my little items there. Let me find it here. You keep it in water. Well, you could keep it in water, but there it is. And I use that again. It's actually a separate lesson, but I can send you some videos on it. And this is the stone that you do your to sharpen your things. That's how it looks. So, also what's really important, you need loads of spray bottles because you have to dampen your items. So they're my different tools. This actually is quite good. It keeps it sharp when it is sharp. I just purchased that recently. I didn't have it, so you see it's not being used that much, but it does help when you're doing your items. The inks I use are Holbein watercolor. Now watercolor are transparent and the gouache are opaque. So you'll get more diluted colors or more gradation with the watercolors than you will with the gouache. The gouache are really solid colors. Then I use pigment pastes again. These are water-based. They're from Holbein. Claire in Evans is actually she's going to start supplying us with them because normally my friend or I, one of us would be in Japan each year and that we'd bring back a stock of them. That's my Sumi ink here, this one. And again, it's used for calligraphy. Very important is my nori paste. And it comes in tubes. They're not expensive, but it's a brilliant item for sticking things. It actually is reversible. So if I do bookbinding, and if I put a cover on and I don't like it, I can actually reverse it. I can dampen it again and it'll just peel off. So it's really good for that. Baking powder or baking paper, you need that for when you are using your baren. Now I forgot to take out my barons, but then that's another story. These are my brushes. My water brush. This I will use to dampen a lot of my papers. This one is my paste. If I want to paste things, I will use this one. Or if I'm doing, I haven't been doing it here. If I needed to do sizing of paper, I would use that. These are the brushes that I use all the time on my big blocks, especially the ones where I'm doing my gradation. And then there's smaller versions of sorry, now I'll just show them to you here. There's smaller versions. It depends on the size of say my lines, I would have probably used more of these smaller brushes. And then these are my ink carrying brushes. So you can carry your ink with them from the say this would be my ink, and I'd put it onto my wood. So they're really important. I just started buying some in that Danish shop. They're less expensive, but they work as well. So you sometimes have to start compromising when you're here.